Hi, I'm Gentry Harmon. I'm a dancer. That's number one. But I also am a small business owner. I'm a marketing and branding expert, the publisher of Indian Hill Neighbors magazine and Madeira Neighbors magazine. I was on stage dancing at the age of 4. That was when my dance career started. And now, just a couple of decades later, I am still dancing on stage. I have been associated with CAA, I was trying to count it up, it's at least over 20 years. And it started when I used to run a dance company in a school, Ballet Tech Cincinnati, AIM Cincinnati. And our first season as a resident company with the Aronoff is when I first really got involved. We had 10 seasons as resident company here at the Aronoff. Most of our season was performed in the Jarson Kaplan with all of the community-based dancers, and then 10 years of the Gala of International Dance Stars, where we actually came to P&G Hall and brought dancers from all over the world for a really great experience for everyone. Because I was a dancer, I was part of the dance school, and when we decided to create a nonprofit performing arts association, I started working towards doing the marketing for that company. I don't know that I would be a marketing and branding expert today if I hadn't started and gotten the help from CAA to even start doing marketing. The whole opportunity to bring hundreds, almost 1,000 young dancers, older dancers, people of all ages and different abilities to be able to have the experience of performing in a professional theater with professional stagehands. That is an unequaled opportunity. Soon after, I think it may have been our second season, I was invited to join the BDAC, Building Diverse Audiences Committee, and I was delighted to join. What we do is to help advise the company, CAA, on how can we help build diverse audiences? What kinds of programming can we do? What kind of outreach can we do? I have been very involved for, that's, at least 15 years probably. I think that is my biggest passion, that we are actually being able to impact people's lives through the arts, through BDAC. And then a few years ago, I was invited to join the Board of Trustees, and that's been quite an honor and quite an experience. I love being part of the governance of this organization. I believe it's very important for CAA to bring diversity of programming. First of all, it does help create better community. You're getting people in from all walks of life. There's all kinds of art in the world, and CAA does a great job of giving Cincinnati that world-class exposure to all kinds of artistic pursuits. I don't believe I could live without the arts. I love everything that Cincinnati Arts Association does. I feel blessed to be a part of it. When I was young, our family never went to the theater. I never had that exposure, and it was to my detriment, but they didn't know any better. So I guess that's one reason I'm so passionate about giving young people an opportunity to get early exposure, because you never know what someone might want to do, and if they're never exposed, they don't even know that it exists. I believe that it is so important for young people to see people who look like them on stage. When I was growing up, I never saw that. I never saw that. One of the reasons that we even did what we did with Ballet Tech was so that people would have an opportunity to see people who look like them on stage. I'll tell you a story. I took my daughter when she was 2 to the Cincinnati Ballet Nutcracker. She was 2 years old, and she looked up on that stage and she said, "Mommy, I can do that." That's what it does. When we have a vibrant arts community, it makes everything in the community better. The arts are transformative. The arts give people a common ground for communication. And Lord knows we need some common ground for communication throughout the world today. I can think of 3 shows that I think had enormous community impact. One of them was about a veteran that was writing letters, and we invited veterans to come and see that show, to hear the responses from the veterans. It was really, really touching. Another one was when we had another community outreach, The Lion King, and we brought dozens or maybe a couple hundred kids with their families to come and be able to experience that show. And I can't even describe the joy, the awe, the wonder that those children had and their parents. And then finally, Black Violin. The first time I saw them, I was just floored. I mean, you know, you think about violin music and you think about Bach or Beethoven or some classical musicians, violin music, and these 2 young Black guys really stretched the envelope of what you can do with violin, and then they had lighting, and I mean, it was just a total experience. Cincinnati is so lucky to have these 2 iconic buildings, these 2 iconic facilities, the Aronoff Center, and then of course the Music Hall. These are world-class venues that we have in little old Cincinnati. It's very important for people to support what we're doing here at CAA. Purchasing tickets, bringing your groups, becoming a member, all of those things help to support the delivery of this great service that CAA is providing, and all the things that I've been talking about: building community, being able to have outreach, having arts and healing and education. None of that's possible if we don't get the support from the community.